I think it's a good thing that this is happening. I think it kind of gets us to think about what we do harder. You know, we need to work harder with our ideas and make sure that we are actually delivering for our clients rather than, you know, producing stuff that is self-indulgent. I think it's good. I think I'm not sure it sends out a signal to the creative industry. What it sends out is that, you know, we need to just go and think a bit harder about the ideas that we're producing, and a lot of this, you know, creatively it's a shame. I think to a certain extent that a lot of the campaigns that have been done for the COI in the past are just fantastically brilliant ideas, and it's a shame that those are not going to be made anymore. But I think maybe we need to look at the types of ideas that we're making for the government that are not necessarily, you know, your advertising ideas, but maybe drilling down more to the problem, solving the problem that's at hand. You know, so like what's the problem with drinking, what's the problem with teenage pregnancy, all those things, rather than sort of creating an advertising campaign that dramatizes that and tells people that this exists. Use the money to go to the core of the problem. I think would be much more interesting. And then when you found a solution, which is not going to be easy, then you advertise that, but being a bit more clever about it. Yeah, I think so. I think so. The ultimate, for me, the holy grail of success of an ad campaign is if it becomes popular culture. So stuff that real people on the street talk about in the pub, and that is another way of measuring if your campaign is successful. You know, it's not as direct as click-through rate, but you know, I don't know what a click-through rate means. You know, what does that mean? I know 200,000 people have clicked on this banner. Does that mean anything? I don't know. I know that, you know, 10 years ago, a couple of blogs in the pub would probably come in and go, "What's up?" You know, or Flat Eric, or, you know, Meerkat. You know, those things are really. That's really. It's when it seeps into the consciousnness of people, of the culture, and people start using it. Then you are. Comedians are really good at that. You know, where you go like, I don't know, if you've got Uvavu, you know what I'm talking about. So that kind of thing is yes, I think is the answer. That emotional and sort of cultural currency is really important. It doesn't happen very often. It's fucking difficult as well to do. But when it happens, it's. No, I don't think so. I mean, there is a role for an agency, be it an advertising agency or a marketing agency or a design agency. Give us a flavour. For example, you know, people come up with ideas for a flavour, but the idea to do that still comes out of an agency. So I think there's a role for the agency to set the parameters, to set the brief, and people only do this if there's something in it for them. You need to give always something in return, and whether that is an emotional thing or something useful or something for free. You know, so you need to give people a really, really good reason why they would want to create content for your brand. You produce the equivalent of a fashion show that, you know, of clothes that no one can wear. There's a reason for this existing. It's brilliant. I love fashion that no one can wear. It's because it pushes the boundaries of where we go. The same with art. It's so important that we produce art that is uncomfortable and has no purpose and is weird and wonderful and everybody goes in and goes like, I don't understand what that means. Why I wouldn't even put this on my. The more difficult art is and the more out there, the better it is. Because it pushes where we're going. The same goes for fashion, the same goes for writing, all these kind of things. I'm really interested in that side of art, but that's art. If you stop sponsoring the arts, or if you stop putting funding into theatre, and that's where it really freaks me out. It's really that when you take that sort of foundation of culture and of everything that we do away, you know, you don't get people experimenting anymore. You don't have plays that no one understands. You don't have fashion shows anymore because everybody goes, you can't wear it, so why produce it? And missing the point that that's not why haute couture shows exist, because, you know, it's to further our culture and produce stuff that's new and exciting. And you only get that with people that are forward-thinking and are challenging what the norm is. And I think that there's no rational reason to this attached. There's no, there's no sort of political drive, whatever it is. It's purely on a sort of an emotional, cultural level of trying to get, making things that are out there, so to see where it takes you. And that scares me, if the cut affects that, and no one needs that. Who needs a theatre? And that's dangerous. I think that's really, really dangerous.